Hello guys, this is Pawan from VIT Chennai. My registration number is 19 BCE 1424. Today we are going to learn about hardware stimulator. This is a stimulator which runs logic gates. Okay, yeah, logic gates. And now we'll go and start how to run this. Actually, this is a project from Nan to Terrace. This is a file which contains Nanto Terrace program. There are two types, projects and tools. In projects there are overall 13 projects and with a demo page. And tools we have hardware stimulator etc. You can see built-in chips, hardware stimulator, CPU emulator etc. Hardware stimulator looks like this, which this is called as load chip, where we can load the chip and the chip name will display here. This is the single step evaluator. This is the it will run the whole part of load script page which will display here. And this is the evaluator. This is the time evaluate which time will save here. Yeah, and this is a load script. There are there are three boxes. First box is input pins, where we will give the input values, and this is the output pin, and here we will write the HDL code. Yeah, now we will start from the basic codes. Yeah, as you all know, there are some of the logic basic gates like AND gate, NOT gate, OR gate, XOR, etc. Yeah, and today we'll start from the basic gates. Actually, logic gates are the basic building blocks of any digital system. It is an electronic circuit having one or more than one input and only one output. The relation between the input and output is based on the certain logic. Based on this, logic gates are named as basic logic gates. These are not logic gates, basic logic gates, okay? And these are named as AND gate, OR gate, and NOT gate, etc. Yeah, first we'll go for AND gate. Here we can load the chip. It is already inbuilt chips, okay? Let us select AND gate. So this is the HDL programming part will display here. Here we'll give the inputs. As you all know, AND gate. Wait, let me show the AND gate. Here you can see the AND gate. There are two inputs A, B, and the output as F. You can take any symbols, it's not a matter. Okay. Yeah, let us try once. Let us give 0 0 0 0 input. The output will be 0. Okay. Let us change the input as 0 1. And we will evaluate. This is, I told you right, this is evaluator. When we evaluate, the output came as 0. Okay, let us check whether it's 0 or what. You can see we gave as 0 1, so the output is 0. Basically NAND gate gives every output 0 except which the AB inputs of 1, it gives output as 1, otherwise the output is 0. Okay, now we'll try with 1 1. See, if you see here 1 1, it should give the output as 1. Okay, let us try with 1 1. You guys can see the output as 1. Okay, yeah, here output 1. Okay, let us try with one more logic gate. We'll go for OR gate now. Okay, yeah, same, you can see HTML program, input pins and output pins same as previous one. Let us see the OR gate diagram. Okay, yeah, you can see here this is a OR gate which look like two inputs and one output. OR gate gives every output 1 except if both the inputs are 0, it gives output as 0. Otherwise, even there is a single input as 1, it gives output as 1. Okay, Let us go to the hardware stimulator. Yeah, as I told, 0 0 output is 0. If any of the input is 1, the output must be 1, right? Yeah, you can see here. See, we gave the input A as 1 and B as 0, the output is 1. Okay, we'll try reverse way. Give A input as 0, B input as 1. Yeah, see, the output is 1 1. As I told, the it any of the input 1, the output is 1. Let us give both the inputs as 1. Now we'll try. Yeah, you can see the output is 1. Okay. Yeah, now we have completed OR gate, right? Next we will go for another simple gate, that is NOT gate. As you guys know, NOT gate has only one input and one output. If the input is 0, output is 1, and the input is 1, the output is 0. Reverse. Okay. Yeah, we have loaded. If you want, yeah, I will show the NOT gate. Yeah, this is a NOT gate which has a single input and single output with input 0 1. If input is 0, output is 1, and input is 1, output is 0. Let us try the same. Here there is already preloaded that input is 0, output is 1. We'll try with 1. Evaluate. Now you can see that output as 0. Okay, let me check whether it is recording or not once again. Yeah, okay. Now if you want to check for 0 also, once again I will show you. 0, the output is 1. This is of not gate. Yeah, XOR gate, as you all know, XOR gate, let me open XOR gate diagram. You guys can see this is a XOR gate. It's same as OR gate, but in front there is a symbol like this off curve which gives the XOR gate in such a way. Yeah, XOR gate will work like if any of one input is 1, the output is 1, otherwise it's 0. Okay. Yeah, this is the XOR gate symbol. Yeah, let us check now. First we'll load chip. As I told, we'll run XOR gate. Same HDL code is passed here. Any of one input is 1, the output is 1. Not both, only any of one. Not both the input should be 1. Any of the one input is 1, the output is 1. Yeah, you can see here. If I give both the inputs 1, the output should be 0, right? Yeah, we'll check that also. You guys can see that output is 0 now. Okay. Yeah, now we'll go for AND 16. AND 16 is nothing but just a AND gate with 16 bits. Okay, you guys understand? It's 16 bits of AND gate, nothing more than it. Wait, I will show the truth table of that also. AND 16. You guys can see if both the inputs is 1, the output is 1. Otherwise, it's 0. Both the inputs should be 1, right? We'll go and proceed. Let's load the chip. AND 16, right? Yeah. First, we'll try with any one of the input is 1. You guys, just now I showed it should be output as 0. Let's evaluate. You guys can see output as 0. Okay. See output as 0. Let's give both the inputs as 1. Yeah, see both the inputs as 1, output also 1. Just wait a second, I will show that also. Both the inputs 1, output is 1. In the same way, we see here both the inputs 1, output is 1. Okay. Do you guys know multiplexer and demultiplexer? Wait, let me tell about it. Actually, multiplexer, give me a second, I will load the image. Yeah, you guys can see it is a combinational circuit which have many data inputs and single output. You guys can see here there are four inputs and single output. Actually, this is a 4 into 1 multiplexer. Okay. Yeah, single output for n input lines, log n base 2 selection lines. That means 2 power n input lines, n selection lines are required. You guys can see here there are four inputs. Okay, then it must be n selection lines which are equal to 2 power n. Let us assume 2 power n equal to 4, then n equal to 2. So in the same way, if there are n number of inputs, then the selection lines will be 2 power n. Okay, and there will be one output. As I told, multiplexer is a combinational circuit which has many data inputs and a single output depending on control or select inputs. Data n selector parallel to serial converter many to one circuit, universal logic circuit. Multiplexer are mainly used to increase amount of data that can be sent over the network within certain amount of time and bandwidth. Okay, let us see multiplexer truth table also. Yeah, you guys can see here these two are inputs and this is a selection line as I told you, and this is output. Okay, let us go to hardware stimulator. Actually, hardware stimulator works if there is any external text editor like Java, etc. Okay, there must be a external text editor to run this hardware stimulator, and the version I am using is hardware stimulator 2.5. Okay, let us take marks. Yeah, you can see here actually this is a basic multiplexer as two inputs, one selection line and an output. Let me show the image so that you will get clarity. Yeah, let us try these ones. Let us give input as 1 0 and selection line 0. The output should be 1, right? 1 0 and selection line will give as 0. Let us see. We'll give 0. Let's evaluate. Yeah, you can see the output is 1. Wait, let me open the. See, we gave 1, A has 1, B input as 0, and selection line 0, the output is 1. We'll try this one now. Let us give all inputs as 1, as A equal to 1, B equal to 1, and selection line also as 1. Now let us go to stimulator, give B as 1, selection line also 1. Yeah, let's evaluate. Yeah, you can see the output as 1. As I show you here, if there are 3 inputs 1, then the output is automatically 1. So you guys can see here 1. Okay, and now we'll go for demultiplexer. Demultiplexer is basically a reverse process of multiplexer. It's just a reverse process, nothing else. Wait, I'll explain demultiplexer also for you. The demultiplexer is a combinational logic circuit. Wait, I'll open that also. Demux logic diagram. See, you guys can see here it's just a single input and there are n number of outputs and with two selection lines. Okay, the demultiplexer is a combinational logic circuit designed to switch one common input line to one of several separate outline. The data distributor known commonly known as demultiplexer or demux. For short, we'll call it as demux. Okay, is the exact opposite of multiplexer. As I told you, it is the exact opposite. In multiplexer we see the n number of inputs and only one output, and here we see that there are only one input and n number of outputs with two selection lines. Okay, yeah, You guys saw the logic diagram. Let us show the truth table of demux. In short, we will call it as demux. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see there are two inputs. Inputs may be a, b, x, y, etc. as it's not a matter, and selection lines input. Okay. So I'll go to hardware stimulator. I will load demux, right? Yeah, demux. Yeah. Wait. First, we'll think what to give. I'll close all these photos. See, there is only one input, one selection line, and number of outputs. Here also the outputs will be 2 power n. Okay, the same thing which happened for multiplexer. Yeah, we'll give as input as 1 and selection line as 0. Okay, we'll give input as 1, selection line as 0, and yeah, you can see the outputs A1, B0. Let us check whether it's correct or wrong. A means here why not? First output, sorry. First output is 1 and the second output is 0. Okay, the same thing we have done. Let us take both input is 1 and selection line also 1. Then we should get as first input output as 0 and second output as 1. Okay, let us check this one also. Let us give both input and selection line as 1. Already there is input value is 1. Now we give selection also as 1. Yeah, you can see that output of A is 1 and B is 0, as first output is 0 and the second is 1. See, first output y0 is 0 and the second output y1 is 1. The same thing we get, right? Okay, this is of demultiplexer. There are many multiplexers, as it is a extended way of multiplexer demultiplexer, as mux 16, demux 4 way, demux 8 way, mux 4 way 16, mux 8 way 16. We'll try any one of those. Yeah, let us check it. Demux 16 and all. Mux 16. Let us load the chip. Yeah, you can see here as AB as 0, A input 0, B input 0, selection line as 0, output is 1. Let us give 101, B also 101, selection line as 0. Here 101, why I gave 101 is because as it is a 16-bit multiplexer. 16-bit means the binary digits as 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Up to 5 digits, I think so. 16 means, yeah, 5 digits. You can give 10101 also. It takes here. You can see here 10101 because it is a 16-bit number, right? Yeah. Mach 16 is a 16-bit multiplexer, nothing else. Okay. Don't think what Mach 16 is. Yeah, you can check here output as 101. Let us give selection line as 1. Run again. Yeah, you can check here the same what we have in B output, the same thing we get here. Okay. Next, let us try other logic gate. Okay. One second. Let us go with Demux 4 way. Now we'll try Demux 4 way. Demux 4 way. Yeah, here we can see the input and selection line, and there are 4 outputs. 4 way nothing but 4 outputs. Okay. Let us give one as one input 0 will put the same. Evaluate, you can see A output as 1 and other outputs as 0 for B0, C0 and D also 0. Let us give selection line as 1 and we'll try. Yeah, you can check now the output B get 1 and other values get 0. Let us make input line as 0. Yeah, now I think all get zeros because input line is 0. Any of the selection line, it doesn't matter, the output will be 0 for all A, B, C, D in Dmux 4 way. Let us try Dmux 8 way. Yeah, you see here Dmux 8 way is nothing but one input with 3 selection lines gives 8 output. 2 power 3 is 8, right? 2 power 1 2, 2 square 4, 2 power 3 8. So we'll get 8 outputs A, B, C and up to H. Let us try with input 1, output 1. Let us evaluate. You can see here B value is 1. Okay, if we doesn't keep any value as input and if we keep 0 as input value, all will get 0. See, you can see here A, B and up to H, all values of output get 0 because here input is 0 and it may be any input of these three selection lines. The output must be 0 for all A to H. This is called Dmux 8 way. Yeah, now we'll go for Mux 4 way 16 and Mux 8 way 16. First we'll see Mux 4 way 16. Let us load Mux 4 way 16 here. Yeah, you can see Mux 4 way 16. Here there are 4 inputs of Mux. As I told you, there will be n number of inputs and only one output in multiplexer. Mux means nothing but multiplexer. Okay, here this S is nothing, SCL is nothing but a selection line. Mux 4 way 16 means there will be 4 inputs in Mux with 16 bits. Okay, as it's nothing but Mux 4 way 16 means 16 bits. Okay, here see, I'll write 10101 and here I'll write 10010. It's take value as 10 as first 0 is, it doesn't take first 0 as we all know. Yeah, here I will take it as 10001. Here the fourth input let us take as 111 and the selection line be 0. Yeah, if we run this, you can see here 10101 which is the input of the A. See, 10101, the same output we get in 16-bit 4-way Mux multiplexer. Mux means nothing but multiplexer. Let us give as input as 1. Yeah, and we'll try. You can see here the output is the input of second input, as B input is 10. It's not 10. Okay, it's binary numbers or made up of ones and zeros, so you should not call it as 10. You should spell it as 1011010 like that. Okay, yeah, as it is 10, we can see that output also has 10. Yeah, now we'll go for Mux 8 way 16. You can see here there are 8 number of inputs with 3 selection lines. As I told you, if there are 3 selection lines, the output should be 2 power, input should be 2 power 3 which is 8, right? A to H. You all can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, 8 inputs with selection line gives output. Here Mux 8 by 16 is nothing but same as previous one. It's 16-bit multiplexer of with 8 inputs. Okay, let us give. Yeah, I gave 8 inputs with selection line as 0. Let us run this. You can see here, as I gave the selection input as 0, it gives the input of 1. 1 0 1 0. Input of first input, which is 1 0 1 0, as output 1 0 1 0. Now if I change this to 1, you can see it gives the input of second one, I think, right? Yeah, let us check that. Yeah, this is a second input. Wait, if you, as A and B has same input, will change. Yeah, if we run, we'll get 101. Oh, C also have 101. Okay, let us change to 1011. Okay, yeah. Yeah, as we gave selection input as 1, we should get the B input value as output 1011. Let us evaluate. Yeah, you can see here the output is 1011. Okay, yeah, we completed mux and demux. Now we'll go for, as we saw and 16, we'll go for R16 and R8 way. There are two R16 R8 way, and there is one more we doesn't finish, that is not 16 in first project. Okay, these three are pending. Let us complete that also. Let us take R16. Sorry, this is R. Let us take R16, right? Yeah. R16, I will show the truth table so that you will get idea. This is just a screenshot, so just ignore it. Yeah, you can see any one of input is 1, the output is 1. Okay, same thing we'll check here. 0 0, its output is already 0. Let us say any of the input is 1, right? Okay, let us evaluate. Yeah, you can see output as 1. Let us give b input also 1, so that output will be 1. Yeah, same. If you give a as 0, b as 1, again the output will be the same 1. Yeah, you can check same 1, right? Actually this is 16 bit, so let us check with 16 bits. That means 5 digits. Okay, 10101 1111. Yeah, let us evaluate. You can see here R of 10101 and 5 ones is 12151. See, the thing is that if you give more than 5 digits, it doesn't take. See, let us try with, I will give 10101 and 1. This is 6 digit number. It doesn't take. See, there is one more extra one which it doesn't take. So as it is 16 bits, it takes only up to 5 digits. Okay, if you want, wait, I will show how it is. Let us open in. Okay, see, first bit. Sorry. Yeah, you can check here. This is 16 bit. 1 2 4 8 16. If you go beyond this, that is 32, it doesn't take the 32. See, this is 1 2 3 4 5. It takes up to this bit, only up to 16 bits. Okay, that means zeros and ones. Okay, it will take only that values. It will not take other things. The same thing we saw, right? The same thing. That means, as I told you, it will take only 5 digits. That is 1 2 4 8 16. It doesn't take beyond, that means 32. Okay, that's we try, right? Okay, let us close this. For just explanation, I shown you what 16 bit don't save. Okay, we completed our 16. Let us try with not 16. Not 16, as I told you, there will be only one input and one output, as same as not gate. Okay. Yeah, not 16 will give us 101, and yeah, you can see here it is in negative 10102. It added one number, that means it added one number and it just have a negative sign. Let us try with 1 1, sorry, as I gave 5 ones. Let us evaluate. Yeah, you can check here, the same thing happened, just it added a digit here. That means in the unit digit, it's, let us take just as unit digit something. Yeah, here you can see it added a one digit and with a negative sign. Okay, and nothing else in the not 16. Let us try with or 8 way. I will open the logic gate of that. Yeah, or 8 way is nothing but it will have only one input and one output. It gives output 1 if any one of the input is 1. Okay, if it's 0, it gives output 0. If it is 1, the output will be 1. And the same thing happen. 8 way means, as I told you in the previous one, it will take up to 4 digits, I think. Wait, we'll try with one more digit. We gave 3 digits, right? 1001. Okay, it will take up to 100. Let us, yeah, you can any of one input, as I told you, any of the one input, it is 100. Here we'll find 1, right? So the output is 1. If you give as 111, sorry, 111, also output is 1. Yeah, if you give all zeros, then output is 0 automatically. Yeah, output is 0. Okay, I think you got idea. So now we have completed all this. I will show the what are the things in project 1 so that you will get an idea in that. This is NAND to Tetris folder. In this projects you can see in the first project, yeah, and 16 Dmux 4-way, we have completed all this, right? XOR 16, yeah. Yeah, now we'll go for second project. Here you can see that and 16 ALU and full adder, off adder, INC16. That's all. There are only, I think, five. I think so. Yeah, five gates we have to run in hardware simulator. Okay, now we'll run all these 5 gates in hardware simulator. First, we'll go with off adder. Let us go close this all these photos. You'll get confused otherwise. I will show off adder. Yeah, this is off adder. In off adder, we'll have two inputs and two outputs. You guys confuse what's the two outputs. Okay, don't confuse, as outputs will be in two different ways, S and C. S is nothing but sum and C is carry. You guys can see here S and C. S means sum, C means carry. When you add any of the two bits, it gives sum and there must be carry, right? If it's carry is nothing, then you take as 0. If there is any carry, you take it as carry 1. Okay, yeah, this is a schematic diagram of off adder. And yeah, in off adder we'll use two gates, that is one XOR and AND gate. XOR gives the output sum and AND gate is used to give the output as carry. The truth table and schematic diagram as shown there, the same thing will be there, as I told you. One minute, I will continue once again. So in this scenario of off adder, it adds two binary digits where the input bits are termed as argand, addend, and the result will be two outputs. Add means nothing but add. Okay, don't confuse what is meant by add. Add means nothing but adding of two bits. Will be two outputs, one is sum and the other is carry. To perform the sum operation, XOR is applied. As I told you, XOR, here this is the XOR gate, right? XOR is used to give the output sum, and AND gate is applied to both inputs to produce carry. See, you guys can see input A and input B. See, here it takes A input and B input to produce C carry here. Okay, this is a table. Let us load chip of adder. Yeah, AB inputs, some carry as output. Okay, let us take A as 0, B as 1. Yeah, we will evaluate. Yeah, you guys know 0 plus 1 in binary addition. 0 plus 1 is nothing but sum is 1 and carry is 0, right? Same thing here we get, as sum is 1, carry is 0 when we add 0 and 1. If we add 1 and 1, okay, then it must be sum 0 carry 1. As you all know, when we add 1 plus 1, we'll get sum as 0 and the 1 will go for carry, and the output of carry is 1. The same thing happened here. If you give as a 0 and b as 0, then sum will be 0 and carry will be 0. Okay, as you see, the same thing happened here. Okay, yeah, we completed off adder. Let us go with full adder. Okay, now we will go for full adder. I will show you how full adder look likes and its logic gate and all. Logic diagram, sorry. Yeah, this is a full adder. Okay, in full adder there will be three inputs and two outputs. The inputs are A, B and C input, that is carry input, and the output as sum and carry output. Okay, yeah, and the logic gates used here are two XOR gates, two AND gates, one OR gate. Okay, two XOR, two and one OR gate. As you all can see here, there are three inputs, A, B and carry input, and the output as sum and carry output. Two XORs, two and one OR gate. Okay, as this is a truth table. Okay, let us try with the truth table now. Let us take A as 1, B as 0 and C carry input as 0. First we will load a chip. See, if you load the chip here, you can find the chip name here, full adder chip name. Okay, yeah, as I told you, A, B or input, C here it is a C input. Okay, don't take it as C, it is carry input. Okay, as I told you, we will take an example of this one. A, first two inputs are 1 0 and the carry input is 0. A has 1 and remaining zeros. You can see here sum 1 carry 0. Yeah, as I told you, this one we take, right? Sum 1 carry output as 0. The same thing. Let us try other one. Let us try this one. Okay, AB inputs as 1 and carry input as 0. As if I load all, it will take much time, so I don't think you, if you want to try, you can try. AB input as 1 and carry input 0. You will get sum 0, carry output 1. Let us see. Sum 0, carry output as 1, as I told you. Let us try the last one. Okay, we'll take all inputs as 1 and we'll check the output. It must be 1 for outputs of both sum and carry output. Let us take carry input also as 1, as I told. Okay, yeah, now you can see here sum also 1 and carry also 1. Okay, see here, I'll show once again. Sum 1, carry output also 1. Now you'll get this right. Okay, as I told you, in second project still we have AND16, ALU and INC16. Let us try with AD16. You guys may confuse AND16 and AD16. In second project it's AD16, as I told wrong in the previous words as AND16. Actually in second project we have AD16. Okay, add 16. Add 16 is nothing but addition of bits of 16 bits. Addition of 16 bits. Okay. Addition of 16 bits. I will show how it runs. Okay. See. Now you write 1 plus. Let's evaluate. You can see here output as 2. As I told you here, 1 plus 1 is 2. We will take 5 plus 5. You guys know 5 plus 5 is 10. Yeah, obviously we get output as 10. It's of 16 bits. Okay. Don't think what 16. Okay. It's of 16 bits. Let us try 32 plus 32. Okay. What is 32 plus 32? It's 64. Yeah, you can see output as 64. This is add gate of 16. Add 16. The chip name is add 16. Okay. Now we will try INC16. INC16 gate is nothing but, the chip is nothing but, whatever we give the input, it add plus 1 in the output. Suppose if we give as 32 input, it gives 33, just plus 1 of input value. Okay. Let us show that also. INC16. Let us load that INC16 chip. Yeah. 16 means 16 bit, as I told you. Okay. Now we'll give input as 32, same. Yeah, as I told you, the output will be addition 1 of input. 32 plus 1 is 33. When we evaluate, yeah, you guys can see here the output is 33. Okay, and if you want to try one more, yeah, we will try definitely. Let us give 55 as input. You guys know what's the output, as you guys guess easily. It's 56. Yeah, you can see here the output is 56. Okay. Now the last, before closing this video, I will show what about this load script. Okay, I will show the demo part so that you know it's what is load script, as if I want to explain it takes much time, right? So I will show XOR of load script, how it runs and all. I took XOR. Okay, sorry. Yeah, now XOR get loaded here, and now I will show how the load script helps you. Here if you open load script, it will go to the demo page which we took in load chip name. And here when we open this XOR gate, it's already previously it's already created in a notepad file or something, in a text editor. Okay, that load script page will display on the right of your page in the big column. As you can see here, load xor.hdl, and this is the hdl programming. Okay, uh, load script programming, nothing else. Okay, it's already preloaded in hardware stimulator. If you want, I can provide this file in description page also. You can check there and you can open the same thing. Okay, yeah. Now I will show you how load script and time all will evaluate. I will show step by step how the single step will go, how the run, it will run all the code completely, not step by step, completely it will load. Okay, if you keep step by step, it goes for first step. When again I press, it go for second step. When I press again, it go for third step. Okay, when again I press, it go for fourth step, and it's complete. That's all. Okay, No, this is the reset button. It reset to first, nothing else. Okay. See, when I press the reset button, the highlighted part went to the first, which is the load xor.hdl. Okay. Now, if I run the whole of this load script, it goes fast and it will run all input. You can see here, say 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0. In the same way, this load script helps you to run every value. Okay, but it takes some, it goes somewhat fast, so that I explain you step by step. Means I took some of values, but I think you guys know what I explained, right? Yeah. Okay. This is actually Nan to Terrace, which is a project. You can find this in Coursera also, Nan to Terrace. Okay, in Nan to Terrace, there are actually two parts. First part is from Nan to Hack, and the second part is from Hack to Terrace. Terrace, I think you guys knows this Terrace. It's nothing but it's just a game which have some square boxes and we have to fill it. To it should be completely filled. Okay. Now I will show how this file pairs look like Snan to Terrace. This is of every project. See, from 1 to 7, it's from project first part, which I told from Nan to Hack, and 8 to 13 are from Hack to Terrace. Okay. And when you go for tools part, actually from first and second project, we use only hardware stimulator. Okay, hardware stimulator also you can find in tools part only. Don't fetch for more things. Okay. And when we go for further projects, you may have the use of assembler, CPU emulator, and jack compiler and text comparer, VM emulator. So that these are the helpful tools for further projects. Okay, from 3 to 13. And as I show you before, this is one of the demo part, right? Demo part also is from the projects only. You can find here xor, and this is a load script which I told you how it will run the load script also. So guys, this is Pawan signing off. Thank you.